Hey everybody. Um, this video, you know, everybody says, oh, they're ready for a SHTF situation. Oh, I'm prepared for an economic collapse. I'm prepared for an EMP. I'm prepared for Civil War. I'm prepared for a zombie apocalypse. But are you okay? You might be prepared for that certain one, but are you prepared? Say there's an economic collapse, and we got about, I don't know, maybe inch, 2 inches of snow last night, this morning, and boy, it basically shut down everything around here. I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see out there, out behind me. Now, if you're living, you bugged out and you got your lean-to shelter built up and everything, and that 2 inches of snow you got, would that hamper your survival? Or say you're up north or out west, northwest, where they get feet of snow coming in. Are you prepared for that? Okay, another thing. Springtime, a lot of tornadoes comes through. And, it's hard being in your home when a tornado comes through. Does your shelter or does your bug out location have a place you can go to get out of a tornado? Are they caves nearby where you can go and get into? Then what about fallen trees? Have you removed enough trees around your area in case a tornado or high winds come in? Another thing you got to think about is severe thunderstorms, rain. Is your area going to get flooded? I mean, I didn't think about this until actually today, and I seen everybody and I seen the news people, they were freaking out because, oh, the interstate's clogged up. Your back roadways are all, when I was growing up, I didn't even think about that stuff. But, everybody says, oh, I got, like me, I'm pretty set if the power went out. I got a way to heat the home. I got a way to cook the food. Um, if it comes down to it, I got a way to boil water. But if I had to vacate my home and I had to you know, go live back there, in the mountains somewhere, in a lean-to or a hunter's shack or something like that, there's a lot of things you're going to have to think about besides, having gear and having food and stuff like that. Everybody says, I'm prepared for this and I'm prepared for that. Is anybody prepared for the weather change? For the weather coming in? If you put SHTF situation like an economic collapse in with a blizzard or in with tornadoes or in with flash flooding, are you prepared for all that as well? I'm certainly not. I didn't even really think about that. I was just thinking about the certain, shit hit the fan scenario, economic collapse, riots, looting, until I opened my eyes this morning and think, if something was to happen and we wasn't in our home and we had to bug out, we might be in trouble, because, we don't have a bug out home to go to. If we had to, we would have to go back to frontier living, but that got me thinking, are they anybody else out there like that? You say you're prepared for this and you're prepared for that, but are you also prepared for the weather? Like I said, this little bit of snow we had, it hit damn near shut down everything around here. Now it's melting off, and then, they're hollering for black ice because it's supposed to get down like to 8 degrees tonight. But it got me thinking, if something was to happen and we're out somewhere, we had to vacate our home, and this came out with, that's going to make it a lot harder. So I'm going to have to do some readjusting to add in weather, related incidents on top of an SHTF situation. Because if you're out and tornadoes come, you're not going to get a tornado warning. Here we got tornado warnings, sirens going off. But if something was to happen, collapse, EMP, where the grid shut down, you're not going to have that. You're not going to have anything coming across your phone or across your TV warning you. You're not going to be able to turn on the news and listen to the weather and they're warning you. Do you have a place to go for that? Granted, you might have a shelter built, but if you got trees all around, if you're in the middle of mountains or something like that, and you got trees all the way around you, those trees are going to come down in high winds and tornadoes. And same thing with if you're in the middle of a snowstorm, you can get snowed in your lean-to or your hunter's shack and not be able to get out, or tree fall down across and crush your campsite. That's like I said, that's something I didn't think about. And I thought I was pretty well thought about everything until I woke up this morning and watched the news and then started putting 2 and 2 together. It came up to 4. It didn't come up to 20. And I'm not as prepared as I thought I was, because I didn't think about adding weather into the factor of a SHTF. I was just focused on an SHTF event. But now that my eyes are open, I'm definitely going to do some refiguring and see what, I can do about it, But I just, just wanted to share that with you guys. Just wanted to ask you guys, have you put weather factoring into your SHTF scenario? But it gets you thinking. It got me thinking. I'm thinking, wow, I almost made a big boo-boo by not factoring it in. I factored in, a little bit of cold weather, extra firewood, extra blankets, but I didn't factor in if you had to bug out and there was no power, the grid was down, there were nothing like that. And if you get caught in a snowstorm or an ice storm or tornado, or if you're like down in Florida or Mississippi or in Louisiana, a hurricane coming through, and out west, the blizzard, and up north, the blizzards they have, big heavy duty snowstorms and stuff like that, and you have no power, no way to heat, it gets you thinking. So I'm today I was just been sitting around thinking and writing some stuff down, like, okay, a tornado, I need this, I need basically a root cellar to get into to keep my family safe, keep me and my family safe, even out in if we had to bug out, I don't know, it just, think of the scenario the SHTF scenario you're preparing for, or if you're preparing for them all, you know, think about how the weather is going to factor in the SHTF situation. And you know, see if you got all your preps in line for that as well, because I certainly don't. I don't, and that's a concern now, and I'm gonna have to start working on that. I'm gonna have to start figuring out some stuff. But you know, I hope it helped, because like I said, I'm no expert at this. I'm not perfect at this. You know, one thing could open your eyes and like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, like I said, I almost made a major boo-boo. And I hope, you know, if this helps somebody think about, you know, their preparedness about weather and stuff like that, I hope it helps. But just let me know, and everybody be safe and start thinking. Bye, guys.